Hi YouTubers, it's SmokeSC, assisting on the here today. So I'm in the garage again smoking my big ass cigar for Olivia, and I'm drinking a stout beer. So yeah, stout. Yes, I'm 24 and a half years old. Anyway, big ass cigar. So I want to discuss something right now. Obviously I'm still sick right now. I still have a head cold, but I want to discuss something in this video. Okay, this is going to be a random topic, not really about pipes and cigars, but I guess it's kind of about pipes and cigars, and it actually is about pipes and cigars, so I will do this random topic now. Now this random topic is going to be about, do you believe everything you hear about pipes and cigars and tobacco? So the reason I bring this up is because there's been, obviously, we all know that pipe and cigar smoking is not healthy for you. And there's obviously, you get a lot of people who are against pipe and cigar smoking, not just people on YouTube, but also anti-smoking groups, etc. And no, this is not a rant about whatever. This is just a video I want to do right now. So, getting into this topic, I do apologize, I am sick, so I have a head cold. Do you believe everything you hear? Do you believe everything you hear when it comes to pipe and cigar smoking? What I'm talking about is not so much like, well, if somebody says pipe and cigar smoking is going to kill you, do you believe it? Not so much that, but when you read something online about pipe and cigar smoking, whether it's about health or not, and not necessarily just health in general, but just legality, anything like that, do you automatically believe it? Are you one who very easily buys into information? Or are you somebody who's more apt to do the research yourself? Or, excuse me, excuse me, I am sick right now, I really do apologize for sounding stuffy, but point is, so back to the topic, do you believe everything you hear online about pipes and cigars? Not just about health with pipes and cigars, like the possibility of cancer, but do you also just believe everything you hear online about da-da-da-da-da? So, I'll give you an example. I'll give you a couple examples of something where some people buy into information very quickly. So, the CDC, which is the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, recently there's a study done by a Surgeon General, that said that people who smoke cigarettes, not sure about pipes and cigars, but it was about cigarettes, I know, are at higher risk for colorectal cancer, colon cancer. So, in the minute it was published, that study, the CDC automatically believed it. They said, boom, must be true. Anything the Surgeon General says is true. That's interesting, and that's the topic of this video is, how easily do you buy into information? When somebody publishes a study, or when somebody does a report on something, or when somebody writes something online about pipes and cigars, how easily do you believe it? Because certain organizations like the CDC, the FDA, the NIH, the National Cancer Institute, etc., the minute something like, excuse me, very potent smoke, the minute the Surgeon General says something, they view him as like a god, and anything he says, they'll believe, because they just believe the Surgeon General says anything is true. So whatever he says, automatically true, no questions asked. Another example, I do apologize, I'm just kind of sick right now. Another example, not related to health, a couple of years ago, this was actually on YouTube, I actually got this comment on YouTube, excuse me, I really do apologize, I am sick right now, and I really do apologize for sounding kind of hoarse and kind of having a stuffy nose and an irritated throat. But back to the topic. So a couple of years on YouTube, this person had written a comment, and this was regarding Florida banning the sale of pipes, tobacco pipes. And I had heard about this. It was a couple of years ago, 2013. And it said that Florida was going to ban pretty much all pipe sales. Then it was revealed that the legislation had failed, and they were not going to ban pipe sales. Instead, they were just going to, strengthen their paraphernalia statutes, so it would make it harder for dope addicts to get dope. So, but it wasn't going to ban pipe sales. So now somebody wrote me a comment on YouTube saying, "The Florida nanny state has made your pipes illegal. I'm sorry." So, yeah. And I was like, dude, I really don't apologize. My throat is irritated, but I was like, dude, the current statute under the law state in Florida still says that pipes are legal as long as they're being used for tobacco. This law doesn't ban pipe sales. It just strengthens the paraphernalia statute. So, yeah. So, just give me your information. Give to me your opinion on this topic. How much do you believe? When somebody writes you a comment on YouTube, when somebody writes you something on Facebook, Twitter, or you read something online on a news story, how much do you believe is true? So, how easily do you buy into information? Do you do the research yourself? Anyway, bye.